This masterclass, as you all probably know, is called How 51-Year-Old Elka Lost 98 Pounds on the No Rules Diet Plan, without Ozempic, without a gym membership, or supplements. Now, first of all, I want you to stick around to the end because I have a little free bonus for you at the end where I'm going to tell you how you can get a free masterclass, which is called the Menopause Masterclass series. Now, at the end, for full transparency, I'm also going to try to sell you something. Okay, so who am I? Well, my name is Kim Constable. I'm a 46-year-old ex-professional bodybuilder who only discovered the gym at age 37. But this was me in 2017. When I started training, I had no muscle and I had no idea what I was doing. But every day I showed up in my yoga pants and I lifted weights. I didn't manage to do too badly because in only 12 months, this was 12 months after I started training, my body started to completely transform. I competed on stage many times. You can see I built a huge amount of muscle very, very quickly, did pretty well. And then in 3 years, I really just kind of hardly recognized myself. Like my body in 3 years completely transformed. And then this weird thing happened, right? I had this crazy idea to start a company teaching other mature women how to do what I had done. Over the years, since we launched in 2017, October 2017, I launched my first program. And since then, we have created, this is just some of them, I couldn't even tell you, I mean, hundreds of programs we have created. Here's the thing, the methods that I had used to sculpt my body in my late 30s and early 40s really seemed to work for other members. Like they started getting results like this. Here's the funny thing. Whenever we advertised Elka's picture on Facebook, no one believed that it was real. They thought that we had used AI to generate these images. But the truth is, like I said, Elka's transformation, although amazing, isn't unusual in the sculpted menopause. We help thousands of women transform like Elka every single year. The women in menopause who join our programs stop dieting and start eating and training like athletes. That's why we get results that no one else gets. Are you ready? I'm going to show you some of the results, right? Results like this. There's loads of these, okay? You ready? So hang in there. And this, look at that. Isn't that amazing? These women are all menopausal. And this, 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 and this. Probably getting boring hearing me say, and this, but like, look at these transformations. This, and this. Let's go back here for a minute. See this one, Carleen. Carleen, I think, lost, oh no, it wasn't in this one. It was 55 pounds she lost in 8 weeks on one of our programs. 55 pounds, unbelievable. Let's do some more. And this, and this, and this, and this. Although these are back to front, that's kind of before the bottom right and then it goes up to the top. And this, look at Barbara, isn't she amazing? And Alex as well. Look at this, there's Carleen again. Look at this, and 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 this. And some of you might be like, oh, there's me. You're recognizing yourself. Look at all these amazing transformations. Like I said, these are not, so Elka's transformation, although amazing, like is not completely unusual for my company. Like, look at that. Incredible. Look at Carrie, isn't she gorgeous? Look at these transformations. Look at that waist. Unbelievable. Absolutely gorgeous. And look at Nikki. Isn't she fabulous? I think Nikki's here. I said to her, like, Nikki has lost, I think it's like, Nikki, how much did you say it was? 100 and something pounds over the last 5 years? Like, unbelievable. These are just some of the tens of thousands of transformations my company has helped women create over the last 9 years. So why do we get results that others don't? It's simple. Bodybuilder science. Why we are different to other trainers online. So other menopause fitness experts tell you to do things such as eat more fiber. What does that even mean? Eat more fiber. A lot of people don't even know what fiber is. Practice intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is just calorie restriction. There is no science behind starving yourself in the morning, except that you are starving in the morning. Don't eat after 6 p.m. I'm always hungry after 6 p.m. Like, why would you tell me not to eat after 6 p.m.? Like, if I don't have a little snacky snack before bed, I can't sleep properly. And whenever you're a menopausal woman, sleep is not something which is easily found anyway. So if you go to bed hungry, you are doomed. I don't know about you, but I am too. I need a little snack before bed. Wear a weighted vest, okay? I'm seeing this a lot on the internet at the minute, and I'm like, a weighted vest? Why? Why? Why wear a weighted vest? What's the science behind wearing a weighted vest? But I keep seeing all these women walking around wearing weighted vests, and I say to them, why are you doing that? And they're like, I don't know. It's good for you in menopause. I'm like, why? And they're like, I don't know. And you're like, oh my Lord. Like, so that's not me and my company, right? We base our programs on science. But I'm telling you all about this science thing, right? But I haven't even defined it. So what is a science? Well, a science is something that is considered, something is considered to be a science when it is measurable, verifiable, and reproducible. Would you trust a new drug on the market that hadn't been rigorously tested to guarantee its efficacy? Of course not. So why would you trust a fitness program that cannot guarantee results? You're like, I never thought of that. At the Sculpted Menopause, we can guarantee results because our methods are based solely on science, not theory or a hope and a prayer. Exactly how did Elka and 800 others get these results in only 6 months? Let me teach you exactly how she did it. She counted calories. To guarantee results, you must count. The reason why what we do as a science is because it's verifiable, measurable, and reproducible. You input variables such as macros, calories, and exercise, and you guarantee an outcome. There are many different fat loss methods out there, such as carb cycling, macro cycling, intermittent fasting, keto, and more. But these are just a way that people distract themselves from doing the boring foundational work. Now, I'm not saying that these other things don't work. I know people get very upset about intermittent fasting because people are like, well, it really worked for me. It probably did work for you. I'm not saying that it doesn't work for you, but you have to understand that intermittent fasting is just calorie restriction. So the science behind intermittent fasting is what I'm teaching you here. You limit the amount of calories you eat in a 24-hour period. When you limit the amount of calories you eat in a 24-hour period, you lose body fat. But unfortunately, the thing you're avoiding doing because it's too hard is the thing you need to do to get the best results. And for 99% of women, it's meal planning. Fat loss is 90% diet. 90% diet. Most women are overeating, trying to stay healthy. Trying to eat healthy, They are snacking on healthy foods that are high calorie. A focus on healthy does not necessarily mean a focus on fat loss. Women also overestimate how much fat they burn during cardio. When you count calories and eat to your TDEE, which is your total daily energy expenditure, you can eat whatever you want and still lose body fat because you're not overeating. Counting calories is the only way to guarantee fat loss. So what did Elka do? Well, Elka ate just under her calorie needs. And so Elka used our online calculator and she worked out how many calories she needed to eat every day to maintain her current weight. Then she chose to eat slightly under that number for the first 3 months. She ate 200 calories under her energy requirement for 3 months. And then for the final 3 months, she did a gradual calorie drop. That's the way to achieve these exact results: calorie tracking and gradual calorie drops. How did she train? Elka chose to train in the gym because she wanted to challenge herself. But the good news is that it's not necessary to train in the gym to get similar results. But why do you have to train at all, right? This is one of our lovely members. Muscle is calorie hungry. The more muscle you have, the more calories you can eat. If you don't have much muscle, you're only eating for energy. And if you don't move much, then that requirement is not very high. You also start to suffer from insulin resistance in menopause, which is why your body stores more fat. Muscle helps to combat this. Whenever you eat, your pancreas secrete insulin. Insulin is a storage hormone, okay? Goes around your blood, swims around your blood, picking up the glucose and storing the glucose. As soon as you eat, your body signals to the GLUT4 receptors on the surface of your muscle cell. Let's imagine that that blue thing is the surface of your muscle cell, to open the GLUT4 receptors to receive the nutrients. So insulin basically comes to the cell and knocks on the cell, goes, hello, and it literally inserts a little key into the cell, opens the door, and the little door opens, and insulin then packs in a little bit of the glucose that's in your blood, and then the cell door closes once it's all full up. Whenever you are in menopause, or whenever you're in perimenopause, at about the age of 35, your body recognizes that you only have about 6% of your eggs left. Your ovaries are responsible for creating estrogen in your body. So whenever you only have about 6% of your eggs left, your body goes, ooh, we're getting a bit low on the old egg production over here. Whenever your body matures an egg, that is what releases estrogen into your blood. So when your pituitary gland is constantly monitoring your blood for your hormone levels. Whenever it senses that estrogen is dropping, it signals to the hypothalamus to release FSH, which is follicle stimulating hormone, into the blood. It does that, and it literally flows to the ovaries and goes, hello, can you please mature an egg? And then as that egg matures, estrogen is released back into the blood and the pituitary gland is happy. At about age 35, your FSH flows around your ovaries and goes, ooh, getting a wee bit low here. There's not very many eggs left. So it goes, here, what are we going to do whenever we've no eggs left? And then we won't have any estrogen. And the body goes, I tell you, that is something to really think about. So the body then goes, well, how else? Once we don't have any estrogen coming from the ovaries, how else are we going to be able to produce estrogen? And the body goes, oh, I know, what about fat stores, right? Fat stores are really good at producing estrone, which is a weaker form of estrogen. So the ovaries produce estradiol and the fat cells produce estrone. So they go, estrone can be produced by fat cells. Let's create more fat cells around the internal organs, because those are really metabolically active, so they can be broken down really easily to produce estrone. Let's create more of those so that we have a little estrogen retirement fund for whenever the ovaries stop working. And the body goes, somebody came to work today. Fantastic, right? So great idea. So at about the age of 35, when you have no clue what's going on, right? You're just happy and in your 30s and loving life, and you're thin and gorgeous, and your body starts to create an estrogen retirement fund deep inside your belly around your internal organs. And you don't even know about it because it's inside, okay? You can't see it, you can't feel it, you can't squish it, you can't grab it, you don't even know that it's happening. And it builds it and builds it and builds it and builds it and builds it for about the next 15 years, until suddenly you one day notice that your waist is getting thicker. And a lot of women complain that they have like a pregnant belly, right? They have this pouch, this solid, hard belly, which is like they're pregnant. They're like, where the hell did this come from? But do you know how when you're pregnant, you hit about, week 14 and your belly just suddenly pops outside of your uterus, and you're like, holy shit, like your uterus pops outside and you're like, where did this come from? Well, that's what kind of happens in menopause, except you're not pregnant with a baby, you're pregnant with a menopause estrone producing baby. An estrogen producing baby deep inside your belly. So this is what happens in menopause. A lot of women don't know this. And so that's why you're suffering from belly fat. How this happens, how your body creates this estrogen retirement fund, is by creating insulin resistance. So what does it do? You're eating normally, and insulin is reduced, insulin is released into the bloodstream. And instead of opening all of the GLUT4 receptors on the surface of the muscle cells to absorb the glucose, your body only opens half. Your body goes, no, we don't, because the brain and the muscles, they had a wee chat, right? But the brain goes, hey, we need some extra body fat, please, around the internal organs for future stores of estrogen. And the muscles go, I know, we have a great idea. We'll help you out here. We'll shut off the ability to absorb this glucose so you can divert more energy to fat store, right? So insulin has to lower your blood sugar. And so if the cells aren't absorbing all of the glucose, your body just rediverts all of that glucose via the liver, converts it into triglycerides, and stores it in fat. And that's what starts to happen at around the age of 35. And it gets more and more and more and more as you get older. As you get older and your egg production, your eggs decrease. Whenever you're 40, you've only about 2% of your eggs left. When you're 45, you have like less than 0.5% left. If any. You've only a couple of eggs left by the time you're 45. So your body's frantically creating insulin resistance to store more energy in your fat cells. That's why you have to change your diet in menopause. That's why you have to calorie count. That's why you have to macro and calorie count. Because if you're eating too much inadvertently, you're going to store more body fat than you need to store. But whenever you're tracking your macros and calories, that calorie balance stays steady. And what that means is even if your body does convert energy to fat store, if your energy input is lower than your energy output, your body will break down the fat cells again and make them back into energy. So it keeps the balance steady. Make it sense? Okay, let's move on. This is why women in menopause must build more muscle. Not only does it make you look good and enable you to eat more, it also protects your health and your bones. Strength training also staves off and reverses osteoporosis, which is often not diagnosed until you break a bone. Training with weights also increases cognitive function and helps prevent Alzheimer's and dementia. So not only does it make you stronger, it also makes you smarter. Heidi trained at home with light dumbbells and body weight exercises and achieved this transformation in only 6 months. You can build an amazing physique training from home. You just need the right program. Where you train doesn't matter as much as how you train. The Sculpted Menopause method is all about training your muscles to failure. This is the fastest way to build lean muscle tissue, and it's why our programs get such fantastic results. Both of these women are in their 60s, both graduates of my program. When you train your muscle beyond what it is currently capable of doing, it builds more muscle tissue to cope with the new stimulus. Interesting fact, the most important organs for longevity are the heart, the lungs, and the leg muscles. You need to train a minimum of 3 days a week for 30 minutes each time for it to be effective. That's all. It doesn't need to be in a gym or even with big weights, but it does need to be some kind of resistance training to raise the metabolism and change your body shape. Okay, step 3 of what Elke did. She did cardio. Although diet is 90% of fat loss, cardio is also important to guarantee results. But most women simply do it wrong. How? If you go for an hour-long walk, you'll burn around 140 calories from fat. 1 tablespoon of butter contains 125 calories. So if you have 1 piece of toast and you put a tablespoon of butter on it, which is what I do, you've almost completely deleted the exercise that you did. If you go for a 2-hour long walk, you'll burn around 280 calories from fat. 1 Snickers bar contains 280 calories. It takes 2 hours of walking to burn off 1 measly Snickers bar. Most women in menopause underestimate the value of tracking their calories and overestimate the value of exercise. This is because exercise feels so hard. So we think that it should give us more bang for our buck. But once you understand that a 45-minute uphill brisk walk on the treadmill will only burn about 200 calories, it changes everything. Cardio should complement your fat loss efforts. Once your diet is managed and tracked, you can start tracking your cardio, ensuring you're working in the fat burning zone. If you're not in the fat burning zone, you are wasting time. Screenshot this or write it down. Here's how you work out your fat burning zone. So 220 minus your age multiplied by 70%. Elke started, so here's what Elke did with cardio. And this is her today, by the way. She kept all the weight off. She's actually a coach in our company now. So Elke started with 30 minutes of cardio every day for 3 months. Then she increased by 5 minutes per day for 6 weeks to 60 minutes a day. She was part of a competition, don't forget. So she had a limited timeline. Then she added in an additional 30 minutes a day and then added in 5 minutes per week for 6 weeks. So for the final 6 weeks, she was doing 2 hours of cardio per day. Remember, Elke was on a tight timeline to achieve these results, which is why her cardio was so high. The harder you work, the faster your results, but you can take it much slower and still get the same outcome. It doesn't matter if you're in perimenopause or post-menopause. My programs will work for you, I promise. Just in case you needed convincing, here are some more insane results. Courtney lost 23 pounds in 4 weeks. I kind of lost my momentum there, didn't I? Carlene lost a staggering 55 pounds in 12 weeks. In 8 weeks, Rosie went from this to this. Isn't that unbelievable? Let's look at that again. From this to this. 4-week results on the right. That is 12-month results on the left. Look at Barbara, gorgeous Barbara. This is her at week 1, week 12, and week 20. Alex has been using our program since 2020. She has been plugging away. Look at how much she has transformed. And just look at her now. Alex has actually competed on stage twice now. Twice she has competed on stage as a bikini athlete. And whenever she started, she was just overweight, unhappy, and doing her best. And God love her, look at her now. Here are just some more of the incredible transformations that our programs have got, just in case you needed reminded. The transformations I could show you would take a full day to get through. So if you know that you are ready to transform your body in menopause, why don't you consider joining our 8-week challenge starting March 24th? We are running a competition called Buns and Guns 4.0, and you can win $10,000 in cash with our brand new fitness program, which starts March 24th. You get delicious meal plans and recipes. We have recipes for omnivore, vegetarian, and vegan. You also get workouts at for a home gym, and follow along. You choose the workout plan that best suits your need. You can choose a 3-day, home gym, or follow along. You can choose a 3-day, 4-day, or 5-day program, and you can choose beginner, intermediate, or advanced. You can fully customize your workout to whatever suits you. And we just added injury programs as well to the app. We just added injury programs for shoulder injuries, back injuries, and knee injuries. You also get coach and community support. We have a gynecologic surgeon and menopause specialist on staff. So we have a resident menopause specialist to answer your toughest questions about menopausal fat loss, hormones, and those gynae concerns that no one else gets, even the ones you're too shy to ask. And she has lost over 100 pounds of body fat using our programs. And she decided for her 50th birthday to get absolutely shredded. This program has been specifically designed for women in perimenopause and menopause. But wait, there's even more. If you join the challenge today, not only will you get 50% off, but we'll also give you an additional 4 weeks full access to the app, the meal plans, and the programs on us. With the app, in addition to the Buns and Guns program, you also get specialized workouts created by world-class menopause trainers. You get menopause certified meal plans for every single diet, whether you're vegan, vegetarian, or omnivorous. Our meal plans will work for you. Over 450 recipes in the app. You get a MyFitnessPal style macro tracker and calculator for menopause, which is right inside the app. It is just the simplest, easiest app in the world. You also get community and menopause trained coach support. This app has been custom built for perimenopause and beyond. You also get this Sculpted Menopause App community inside Facebook. If you like Facebook, then that's there for you as well. But wait, there's even more. For 24 hours only, okay? So anyone who purchases today or within the next 24 hours will get this incredible fast action bonus. So are you ready to transform your body like Nikki? I've now lost around 54 kilos, which is 110 pounds, but I really need help to switch from a weight loss, fat loss focus to a build focus so I can make those gains. So that's what she's doing now. She's focusing on building muscle. Isn't she absolutely phenomenal? Nikki, you are inspiring to every single one of us. Thank you so much for letting me use your photos. You just are the most amazing woman, and I'm so proud of you. And I really hope to help more women here on this masterclass have the same transformation. This program, my programs, the Sculpted Menopause, the Sculpted Vegan, all of the Sculpted programs have been trusted by more than 500,000 women. That's how many programs we've sold over the last 9 years. And so if I haven't convinced you by now, hopefully I have, and you're asking, okay, Kim, I'm totally on board. I love it. I want to know. I'm in, but like, what's it going to cost me, right? What's it going to skin me? Well, you can have full access to the app for 12 weeks, including the 8-week challenge and 4 weeks on us, for $97 today. $97 today with 2 more payments of $97. You will have 12 weeks full access to the coaching, the apps, the meal plans, the workouts, the structure, the community, everything for $97 today. Or, and this is at 50% off, by the way, the price rises on March 24th. You can join for 12 months and you get 4 $10,000 cash challenges included for $49 a month. If you go to thesculptedmenopause.com/8WC and join now, if you need help ordering or have questions, you can write to support@thesculptedmenopause.com. The team are on hand to answer any questions that you have. We want to make sure that you make the right decision for you. And for those of you who are going to join, make sure you do it within the next 24 hours to receive your fast action bonus. The discount ends March 24th. So even if you chose to join the app at some time in the future after that, the price will double. So make sure that you get in before March 24th so you don't miss the discount. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that you enjoyed this masterclass, and I will catch you all in the very near future. Okay. Bye guys. Thanks again. Love you all. See you soon. Bye.